What's going on YouTube? So it's Martin
and Christina
from Thrift Store Gold back at you with another live stream. So it's our second one this year actually. So pretty crazy. Okay, I'm just marking some stuff down. But pretty crazy. We've only done 2 live streams this year and we did like 300 last year.
At least on Thrift Store Gold's channel.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we've still been live streaming every day on our other channel. So if you aren't subscribed to that, you definitely should be subscribed. But we got some comments, so.
Cajun Reseller, always first. He said, sup.
What up, Cajun?
Hello.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in early.
Four-Eyed Hustler said, hey up, fam. Hello, hello.
What up, what up?
On Thrift Store Gold, let's see if they get it correct. We did.
We did. Thrift Store Gold is our what we're used to. It's KXM, that's weird.
I know. We might have to stop your export. I know there's only 40 minutes left, but it's just lagging.
It's lagging pretty bad. Yeah.
Hello, Thriftfoot staff. She said, hey, y'all.
It's actually 4 hours and 40 minutes left.
Alright, I'm gonna stop it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I'll just do it tonight when we go to sleep. I'm just exporting a video on my computer, so that's why we might be lagging out a little bit.
Sorry, y'all. We're trying to stop it right now.
I got the wheel of death. There we go.
Alright, so.
Should be clear.
Hello, everyone, again. Ricardo says, dang, you guys so early, it hasn't even started yet. All of our people, I know, we have loyal subscribers.
Well, we usually post at noon on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and today I had nothing to post, so I created the live stream at noon.
My day off today. Woot woot. Hey, Sparkles.
That's cool. Good to see you.
Very nice to see you. Not my day off. Cajun says, my day off will probably be tomorrow. Got a fever of 103 right now. Oof. Oh, my goodness.
I hope you're doing okay.
Stay away.
Eat some, what is it? Some soup?
Soup, yeah. Although I feel like when you have a fever, you don't want soup. How much do you guys make from Goodwill? Odd question. No, just kidding. I mean, it really depends. Like, in a month so far, like we're at about like $2,000 on like profit wise on eBay. Or sorry, not profit on eBay. So with profit, I mean with our bin strips and everything, it's probably close to $1,500 to $1,700. I know I should be more on top of that, but yeah. Hello, Robert. He said, "Hey gang, Killer Customs 1111. So glad I caught this. You both are awesome." Krista said, "Hello, that's a new face.
Good to see you. Thanks for hopping on our live show."
Hey guys, Twisty Thriftina said, "Hello."
What up? What up?
Twistina Thriftina. Simply Dana. Hello.
What up, Dana?
Sherry Lobato says, "Just found y'all and have been binging your videos."
Hey, wow! Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
That means a lot to us. That's crazy.
That is really awesome. But Ricardo says, I had a question. What is the difference from the bins and a thrift store besides the stuff being in bins? It is the outlet center. So it's the stuff that doesn't really get picked up at Goodwill's. It gets filtered through whatever and then gets put there. But also, at least at our bins, is a direct, you can donate there, which a lot of bins don't have. So that's where we can get our hands on like newer items, such as like my North Face jacket that I kept. But also we do get a lot of like new with tags items. Yeah, we get a lot of like, so that's the big difference though, is that it's clearance and that you usually can't donate to it, but ours.
And then you pay by the pound for stuff, so they don't go through and mark their clothing individually like a normal retail thrift store does. They just throw it all in bins. Whatever you grab, they put it on a scale. And that's how much you pay for it.
Crazy. Sorry.
She's fixing her thing.
I realized that this does not have the correct date still.
That's okay. What's up, Caffeinated Christy? She said, "What's up?" I wish I could hit the bins. That's what she said. Well, that's what Caffeinated Christy said. Gotcha. That's what I meant to say, not that's what she said, but I was telling you.
I got you.
Yeah, we love the bins. How far is it from you? If it's over 2 hours, then yeah, we kind of get that. It's kind of a far drive, but if it's under an hour and a half, you can do it. We do it. I always tell people that.
What was the most profitable item you have sold on which platform? Thanks. The most profitable item we have ever sold was actually, that we picked up was an Orvis, right? No.
It was probably.
Maybe. I'm going to say it was our Orvis suitcase that we sold for $100, but we did have a pair of Christian Louboutins that sold for $280, but Zach picked them up, and those sold on Poshmark. The Orvis suitcase sold on eBay, so... Yeah. What?
No, I was gonna put that the Orvis suitcase was on eBay,
yeah.
And then the Louboutins were on
Poshmark.
I'm
trying to. Well, we also did have a Thomas a Train set that sold for $150 on Facebook Marketplace. So, man, I don't know. We like to sell a lot of lower items on eBay. So, like, we don't really sell on too many other platforms, I guess, besides Poshmark. But yeah, if we get lucky and we find something really good, then
Ricardo I want to answer his question. He said even high-end stuff, and so anything that's in there, they usually have it. Hard goods are a certain price, then clothing's a certain price, and then like anything else from that is a certain price.
Yes.
And so if you find 10 t-shirts and they only weigh up to like 5 pounds, you're gonna pay 5 pounds for it. So that would be like $5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's really nice. Like I found a Gucci tie one time. Like it wasn't marked up or anything. There was
the Orvis bag was only $1. Suitcases, because all backpacks are usually $1 at most bins. So suitcase was just $1.
But Twistina is cleaning shoes, starting to see the bottom of the death pile. Yay!
Ooh, that's cool.
Jaleesa Hall says, hello.
What up?
February 1st, am I living in the past? Now says February 3rd.
We were living in the past.
Man, my face is like really itchy and it's getting really like puffy and red this side. Look at
it's not that puffy.
Look at it on camera.
Yeah, I guess. It looks like that because you were just covering it, but I didn't notice it before.
Louis Real? What? Long time no see, you crazy kids. Hello.
What up, Stones? How's it going?
I know. Hello.
How's the weightlifting?
Oh, he's weightlifting now.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go to the gym after this really badly. I might force you to go.
Like, actually go to the gym?
Yeah. Listen,
I've
guys,
been wanting to go to the gym
I gained
for a while.
6 pounds this past
The only reason why we haven't gone to the gym, really.
Well, it's because we were not paying for it. But I gained 6 pounds. But it's just, I don't even know why. I've just been eating really crappy. Like,
I think it's, because we just had, like, a lot of sedentary, like, just sitting moments, the past couple weeks. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like yesterday, the Super Bowl and stuff. And we ate a lot yesterday, a lot of chips.
But I was literally just complaining the night before that I had a lot of food regrets when I go to family parties now. So I was like, I don't know if you heard me, but I was like, I'm having no food regrets tonight. And I was eating as much.
I know.
You should wear an eye patch.
I had to wear an eye patch the one time. I got concrete shot into my eyes.
Yeah.
And the one eye was closed shut.
Hello, Estella.
What's up?
Simply Dana says yours is open to the public. Yes, if you mean for donations, yeah. Yep. And I think it's just because of where it's located, and they have so much business. Like, it's so ridiculous.
It's a huge warehouse, and half of it is cut in half for our bin section. So where you see us digging, like that huge section, there's literally another section just like that on the other side of the wall that is just full of bins and like gaylords and just machines, and the workers are going through, sorting it, and just like pushing it. And I bet they have a bunch of people that go through the pockets, the zippers, the pockets, and like backpacks and stuff. Because all that stuff's always open. So I always like in purses and stuff. I'm like, they definitely go through it and like check to see if there's anything in it.
Dang, I didn't even think of that.
Totally.
I feel like they wouldn't waste their time, but I can see that.
But if they found $100, I bet they'd steal it. No, they'd probably do something right with it. But
gym time, maybe, honestly. Unless you mean yourself. I don't know. I feel like we should go.
I mean, I'd be down.
But do we even know where the tag is? Because it was on my keys, and then you took it off.
Oh, boy. I think we lost our gym tag.
Too much Pepsi. No, I'm not putting it on the Pepsi because I've been drinking pop for like months now.
She won't blame the Pepsi.
Hello, Thrift Beast.
Hey,
ooh, he's
Thrift
got
Beast.
a new logo. Look at that.
That's kind of cool.
Like a beast claw.
Yeah, did you get that made? That's really cool.
22 tuned in. Now 23. Oh, now it sounded 20.
Hey.
Caffeinated Chrissy says local thrift is like 50 cents to $1 for clothes, and they're not as great. and the not as great thrift store, $2 for clothes at the other thrift store, $5 for jackets, but OMG, that store, I always spend $50 no matter what. Yeah, I know. It's like, we told you guys last time in our KXM live stream, but if we spend less than $50 at the bins, then we treat ourselves to Chick-fil-A. But it really is like very rare that we ever spend less than $50. Yeah, it's like increasingly goes up. Like when we first started, it was like around $30 and then $40, and then it started to go. It jumped to like $60. Like we didn't even get like the $40, $50 or anything.
We had like a $70 one. I think was our highest.
Oh no, we've had $80 purchases. Ooh. Yeah. I asked tons of questions, so apologies in advance. Do you ever get discouraged with older inventory and just want to get rid of it and start fresh? Don't apologize. We like to answer questions. We love questions. And two, I do get very discouraged with a lot of our old inventory. I literally want to just take it off and be like, enough of it. Because one, it takes up a lot of space. Because it was all like our old inventory were like huge suit jackets or like jackets and or suit jackets and pants, like suit sets.
Big stuff.
Actual like puffer jackets or like even I have a whole I had a whole bin because then we put in something else, but I had a whole bin just full of polybag jackets that we had because we didn't even have enough hanging up space anymore. Well, I can't even get that out, but like it's just I don't know. I really want to get rid of all of it. Also, do you see right there? It looks like two eyes. It's so creepy in our window.
Oh, it is kind of creepy. She's talking about this.
It's a little creepy, guys.
Some cat eyes.
I know. This is really hard. All right, I'm just gonna chill like this. Hello, Neil Floyd. Hello.
What up, Neil?
Ricardo says I have math homework. Bye, guys.
See ya. Hope you have a good time doing your math homework. Hopefully it's easy.
It's stormy. It's not stormy. There's nothing here.
That's not stormy.
She was really excited to see me though, but
that's funny.
Let's see. OMG, I see eyes. LOL. Right? Like I just keep looking over at it. And I'm like, this is really scary. Dinette.
What up?
She says hi. Hello.
It's a new face in here.
Yes, welcome in. Jaleesa says, I sold 2 items on Posh this weekend. Very proud of myself. Hey, that's amazing. Awesome. Congrats. Good job. We had no sales on Poshmark. I even went out and sent, do you guys remember when I said I was going to send out all those offers? I only made it about halfway, but I still sent out over 200 offers and not one person accepted an offer. I got declines. I got many declines, but not a single accept. And on like at least 75% of them, I marked them down like at least 30% and free shipping. And I was like, not one? Really? Not one?
It's because you were gloating. You're like, I'm totally going to get at least one.
I know. Seymour says, hi.
What up,
hello,
Seymour? How's it going?
What kind of math? Hopefully easy math and hopefully not Common Core.
The last math I remember is a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Do you know what it's called?
Isn't it like the Pythagorean theorem?
Pythagorean theorem,
Pythagorean theorem.
Do y'all like Narnia movies? I know, off topic. You could ignore LOL. Actually, I've only ever seen one Narnia movie, and I didn't really. I was really freaked out by the half-human, half.
Same. I didn't watch it because of that. Like I was so sketched, and then it made me so scared of closets.
Yeah.
Like going like. Taking some clothes and going in the back of a closet. I don't like that.
That's how we have to get Stormy out of her room. So.
I know. She's under my clothes.
Yo Quinn.
What up, Ben?
Hello.
I'm just going to call you Ben.
I feel like last time he was in here, we were just like, we're just going to call you Ben. I sold some books. That is awesome.
That's cool. On Amazon or eBay? We're asking you the question now.
Now that it's getting closer to spring, is everyone slowing down on sourcing winter items, especially the coats that take up space? Yes. What are you shaking your head for? 100%.
We always pick up coats. Well, we were always picking up coats. Now we're not.
If you've paid attention, every time you've showed me a jacket or a coat, I'm like, no.
This one.
But yeah, I like in the summer we started preparing for winter time. Although I'm going to really prepare ahead of time now for like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas stuff because I'm gonna start shopping for that stuff now. Like, and just keep it until around that time and then start listing it. So I know it kind of adds into like our death pile a little bit. But I'd rather have it now than be like, we have no Halloween items at all. And so
I got a question for some of you. Did anybody sell any Kansas City Chiefs stuff? We sold something right as the Super Bowl ended. We had like a Sports Illustrated jacket, and it sold, which is pretty funny that just happens.
It was so weird.
Our only Kansas City stuff on our store.
We had a San Francisco 49ers like miniature helmet that sold like last week or something, and I actually did not even realize. I was like, oh, okay, word, like it sold, but I didn't realize that they were in the Super Bowl, and so should have charged more for that. And the 40, I know the Chiefs.
We sold it for 16. We could have bumped it up to like 40, I bet.
Wow.
But that's creepy.
That is pronounced Joaquin.
Joaquin. Oh.
I was really off. Joe Quinn.
Joe Quinn. Why didn't you help us out with that, Joe Quinn?
Right, you just said, what's up? Mr. and Mrs. Dimples. Fun kids, guys. I know. We actually have the same dimple. Although, since I lost weight, I have like a slight dimple over here.
I just have one.
Danny May's Adventure says, alive? What? So cool to see you guys.
Yes,
hello.
We're live.
Yes. We usually live stream on our KXM channel.
You can check the links down below.
Oh. But we did do 365 videos, and most of them consisted of live streams last year. So I'm glad that most of you missed that part of us. So
yes.
Welcome.
we used to do 2 live streams a day.
Yeah.
Duncan.
But I also was full time back then, and right now I'm not
full time reselling.
Yeah, I was gonna say full time reselling. But now I take a lot of my time at a local, like, it's called a mini ship, so like a shipping hub, and that's where I help out a lot. But I know I really am trying to be able to balance both, though. So if anyone has tips, please let me know.
I think we're being able to. If anything, you should talk to a lot of Josh. He balanced like part-time reselling for a while with a full-time job.
Jack in the box. I'm sorry. But yeah, I forgot about that. But he did military, wasn't it? Like,
I know, but I think he actually had a job. Maybe he didn't.
I'll have to reach out to him and ask.
Who else is? I know Cajun. Cajun's got a job and he does reselling.
That's true, but Cajun does Amazon.
Cajun's
sorry,
like
but Amazon listing is. I know Cajun does it all. Cajun is literally always on stuff all the time.
Oh, we got 33 people in here. Wow.
Hey, hello. Cajun said I sold a 49ers jacket as well, a 49ers hoodie.
That's cool. So no Kansas Chiefs stuff though.
Kansas
Chiefs stuff.
Kansas City Chiefs.
That was hard to say. I'm not saying that. That's 3 C's.
You were like, no, it's a K. Kansas. Kansas is with a K, and then City Chiefs is with
KCC.
We need 12 more people liking that button.
Smash that like button, guys. Crush that like button. Punch it.
I'm 200 shares away from an ambassador on Poshmark and love it. I also sell on Mercari, but really want to try eBay. Is it an easy platform to learn? Yes and no. With your experience with Poshmark and Mercari, it definitely will be easier. eBay is just like a lot more involved. There's a lot more to listing.
It's like more like businessy and like website-y, not so much like a social media aspect.
Yeah, I mean Mercari isn't too much like a social media. Mercari's nice because there's no fees for listing or selling or anything.
But it's very plug and play almost. Like,
but I was gonna say like it's very user friendly. But on eBay, like it is a lot more involved. But it is easy to learn, but it is a lot different.
But there's a lot more shoppers on eBay.
Oh, yeah, that is the plus of that. But 200 shares away is not too long. Literally sit down for like 20 minutes and just pound it out, and then you're a Posh ambassador.
Yeah.
Unless you mean like someone. No, you don't need that. Yeah, just share away. How is Mercari? Mercari's, we don't sell on it, but I really want, well, we don't currently sell on it, but I really want to get into selling back on it because we've had good sales on there. We actually, like, we would sell lots of clothes, like lots in pairs, and then we'd also, we sold boots, like we sold nicer items on Mercari, so I feel like we just didn't put the work into it. Game boards with missing pieces. I stay away from any game board that's open.
Yeah, literally we don't do game boards really.
Even if it has all the pieces, you sell puzzles. No.
You sell puzzles. We did sell a puzzle the one time, and we tried to send it through media mail because they said it was good, but then it got taken back to us, and they said they went through it.
Sender,
yeah, because you can't send a puzzle in media mail.
Nope.
So We don't really sell puzzles, but we know they can't go media mail.
Yeah. I was informed about what media was, and there's a lot more requirements, but a big one I know is it has to be books and also cannot have advertisements in it. So like the magazines that we were sending media mail shouldn't have gone media mail. But that was before I knew this. Like
yeah.
And so any like kind of book that has, say, like a movie advertisement, like we sold Divergent recently, like an old copy of a paperback or whatever, and it advertised the movie that was coming out in 2014, and we couldn't send it media mail.
Now what about a calendar?
I don't think it's considered media mail. No, which is lame, but like
very lame.
Nashville says he's at work now. I forget Nashville has a job too. Y'all need to reach out to me and tell me how you're balancing this. Oh, look it. I'm balancing my full-time job with full-time reselling, and I'm behind on sending out some Christmas gifts, including yours. Yeah. That is how my life is. Literally, I feel like I am 3 months behind, basically.
We were going to send out Christmas cards, and I shouldn't even almost tell you guys, but
I had 80 freaking Christmas cards written out, and I had a picture of all of us, like I photoshopped it and put it together, and it was beautiful, and like I personalized every single one of those freaking messages inside of a card, and like they were all very nice, but they never made it out.
We never got it out.
Never.
And then one day we made the decision to throw them out.
But see, I was like, I'm gonna keep them for next year, because how nice would that be? I dated all of them 2019, so I couldn't send them out to you guys in 2020.
I mean, we still should have just sent them, like, now almost. But
but they didn't have the picture. I didn't want to go and get Merry Christmas pictures from, like, Walgreens. Well, the first time, so we printed them out, and they would have made it out, which is what makes me so mad. But the ratio was a little bit off, and so it was like cut off a little bit, and so the lady was like, "Oh, like just fix it, and then I'm not gonna charge you for these ones. Like, come back and we'll get you new ones." I never fixed it and never went back because we got so busy. So whatever.
Life's life.
eBay's way harder than Mercari, Cajun says. Cajun actually does a lot of selling on both eBay and Mercari, so he's a good one to ask. The one eyeball went away.
Oh, that's weird.
Hello, Bob Deborah.
What up, Bob?
Hello.
Don't you got school in the morning?
Twistina says she still works full time too. It's taken me forever to get a balance. I know. It's so hard because like I work literally in the middle of the day, and so like for right now I've been going in at 10 because my coworker's on vacation, but usually I'll work 12 to 6, and like it's just such a literal middle section of the day, and it's just like when I come home I'm ready to just be done, but then when I wake up I literally don't want to do anything besides get ready for work. Christy says, and the fees with eBay are crazy. Love that Mercari and Posh fees are after a sale, not just to list like eBay and Etsy. That is I am very annoyed that we have to pay for as many listings as but I get it because there are so many people on there. So
I'm not the reseller really, and I don't have to deal with any of that, but I kind of like that eBay does that because it keeps anybody from just listing on eBay, because some people might want to list on eBay but not do it the right way and just be whatever, and that really keeps them from that because they don't want to pay the fees for that stuff and everything. So
that's true.
I don't know. And the harder something is, the less likely people are going to do it. So the more chances that you have exceeding in it. You know what I mean?
Yes, but eBay is the number one.
I know. Everybody does eBay, so it's not like I'm really I was just saying for somebody that's not reselling at all and they're like, well, should I do eBay or Mercari? And it's like, well, you should maybe do eBay because it's a little I don't know. I'm not the reseller.
Anyways, Sparkle says it's probably different by location, but what day seems the best day to find great items? I haven't been enough to know. We honestly Wednesdays for us at our bins seem like the best days for us. We find the most amount of things, the coolest things, I think. I
would say the weekdays. Yeah. Because that's when there's a lot less people there because people do have jobs, so they're not there picking. So I don't know.
Exactly. Nice hat, Martin. Paulo said, sorry, I'm
it's a huff hat.
In comments, so.
My hair is crazy.
I'm hoping to start selling on Poshmark and Mercari for most of my shoes. Yes, that is one, like, if anything that I cross list, it is shoes or women's like t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Puzzles are too much work to count the pieces unless they're new and sealed. That's the thing. I will not stay away from puzzles because I'm not trying to count all 400 pieces.
Actually, we did pick up a puzzle from the bin, but it was like a 10
thing
puzzle, like an Anna and Elsa thing.
We picked up a Frozen. It was like a little Frozen
She
container.
put it together.
And yeah, I put it together for the pictures. But Danny says that books have to be at least 7 pages long, so that at least I can help you out a little bit. Like, not help you, but like help you, like people know for
media mail.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what, for selling on Amazon? I didn't know that. I was like, that's a crazy criteria.
The valet picker. Hey, Greg.
What up, Greg? How's it going?
Did you like that? Did you see the Saturday Night Live, the Super Bowl commercial with all the Boston accents?
We love that one.
Cajun says, I bought some DVDs and the person shipped media mail in a medium flat rate box wrapped in a trash bag. How do they always find these examples? That, like, it blows my mind that stuff can fall through, but our box, that was like, our one box got stopped. Although it was kind of obvious that it wasn't media mail because it, like, as soon as you picked it up, it shook around. So, like, it didn't sound like just one piece, or like it sounded like a puzzle. But Martin actually accidentally sent a shirt media mail recently.
Recently?
Yeah, when I was working at the mini ship. Do you remember? You came in and I was like, media mail.
Yeah.
And yeah. Nothing happened with it. At least we haven't gotten it back yet. But
I'm not the reseller.
Magazines, CD magazines. I don't think they can. Maybe they can. I think magazines without advertisements.
Yeah, I was gonna say with no advertisement. Maybe, like.
Yeah.
So what would that be like? What kind of magazine would not have advertisement?
An old one. I don't really know.
An old one.
Bob Dabra says that grind is real. That's how you balance. Got home from teaching today and filmed a video for YouTube, then shipped 12 orders. Now listing.
Wow.
All right, I'm not listening.
Well,
to
actually,
Bob
not. You're sitting on a live stream. No, I'm just kidding. You're probably working while you're listening.
Yeah.
That's dope though. I respect the hustle. It's hard to keep a constant hustle. It's easy to hustle 2-3 days out of the week, but to keep an everyday constant grind. Mm-hmm. Respect to you guys, because we don't do that. Like, we make it seem like it is. Like, it seems like it is. We're not really trying to make it seem like it is. That's why we slow down on posting and stuff, and that's why a lot of my Instagram stories aren't like, oh, we just did this or we got that. They're just funny stuff, because we're really not like grinding 24/7,
Yes. All right.
But there's a lot of the times.
I'm just getting to comments. We're not making any extra comments on these comments. I'm just getting to them because now we're like 6 minutes behind.
Oh boy.
Nashville Flipper says he would still pick up board games. Some pieces can be worth a lot of money for adult board games, the naughty ones. Wow. Stone says the Commonwealth Picker just dropped a great video explaining what qualifies for media mail and what doesn't. So that's good
cool
to know. The Dark Tower is one of those. Same with Catan. Yes, Catan I know is one to always be on the lookout for. It's like a crazy, like intricate game. My really smart cousin made me play it. I sold 2 Bibles. Ooh, that's very
cool.
nice. How long does it take to sell after listing? Like anything in general,
depends.
It really depends on the
Everything's
item.
different.
Rob Colvin says, hello, friends.
What up?
What up? I'm scared to do full-time. I don't think it'd be as fun if I did full-time. I don't know. I had a lot more fun doing eBay being a full-time reseller than I do now. Oh, wow. And now the other eyeball is slowly going away. I know. It's like
getting dimmer.
I can't figure out what it is. There's like 2 lights out there.
It's probably like a street sign or a street light.
But they're like, you can see them through the window. Like it's not.
Oh, it's someone's like porch light, like to their, like how we have a balcony on their back.
Maybe.
Because I think some, I don't know.
You got a job? Polo, where have you been? I've had this job since before Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
eBay is high traffic platform, and that's the point of me selling there. Exactly. That's literally the one reason why I want to. But Cajun does make a good point. He does pay $40 a month to sell on Amazon, but it's worth it. FYI, you don't have to pay the fee to sell on there.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. On Amazon, you don't have to pay $40, but you don't. It's not the FBA, right?
Oh, for merchant fulfilled? No, I think you pay, if you're merchant fulfilled, you pay $40 for an account. Yeah. But if you do FBA, you pay on what you send in, I believe.
Right, I don't know. But
We don't do Amazon. I hear a lot about it, but it never sticks.
Yes. How much do you pay to list on eBay? We have the $60 premium store. We are
monthly.
coming. Yes, we are coming very close to an end of we have 900 listings up right now and well over 100 items in our death pile. So we are going to the bins on Wednesday. But we are considering upgrading our store to the next one, which I think is 2,500 items.
Oof.
So a lot more, but also like it would just make sense for us because now that I want to go in and like edit prices daily, I don't want to always be just lowering prices. I want to raise prices. And if you didn't know, you can lower a price or like fix a listing for free. But if you raise the price or do something else, like that's when they'll charge you. There's one other, I can't think of what it is, but if you raise the price, they will charge you like
or if you have watchers on it.
You can't edit it at all if there's like an active offer or something. I don't know about watchers specifically, but an active offer out or if someone sent you an offer. But anyways, if you raise the price, they will basically use it as one of your listings that you have for free. So I went in one day or like a few days in a row and changed like 150 to like 300 listings and raised the price on all of them by 50 cents. And it didn't charge me, but it basically ate up 300 of our listings. So that was like,
There's things about eBay that are just like they get you.
How do you deal with cross-posting items on eBay and Poshmark to make sure they don't sell on both platforms? I'm actually really bad at this. Really, 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 really bad at this. I need to get a better system now that I want to cross-post more. But I try my hardest that when one thing sells on Poshmark or eBay to go immediately and remove it from the other website. But man, stuff slips. Literally, we had a shirt sell on Poshmark 2 months ago and just sold on eBay like this weekend. And it makes me so mad because we will always get more money from the whatever other like Seriously. When it happens. And then I have to reach out to the buyer and be like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah. Like, I don't usually tell them that it's sold on another platform. I'll just be like, I'm really sorry. Like, I can't find the item, blah, blah. Like, but we'd be more than happy to offer you 50% off and free shipping. So, on something else. Dana, if I didn't know you, that would creep me out. Oh boy. It's me, she says. Dana. Hello, Fat Elvis Goods. How are you?
What up?
That's amazing.
Yeah, if I didn't know that Dana was in Florida, then I would be a little freaked out.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just all right. That was all good. Okay, the hustle is real, so real.
It's real.
I don't know if you mean you've sold over 100 Catan games through the years or you've seen them, but that's crazy.
I've some over.
Probably sold. I think he means sold, but Catan is actually it's like a $50 to $60 game as it is in store, so people like it. Martin, I sent you a pic on Insta. Check it out. Oh my gosh.
He drew a scary face to the eyes.
He drew a little monster.
That's actually great. I like that.
Not cool. How are you making sales on Poshmark? We are working it, but it's slow. Honestly, they're so sporadic for me. I don't understand Poshmark. Our items are listed there and we make sales sometimes. I still share. I still follow people. I still actively list. Not every day, but about every other day. We haven't had a sale on Poshmark in like 3 weeks, but the week before that we had 6 sales.
It was great.
And all this stuff was coming in and I was just like, word, like Poshmark's picking up, and then it just
dropped again.
Krista says, what is one thing that you would be so excited to find while sourcing that you still haven't found?
For me, I think it would be probably some type of really well-known designer jacket or shirt or something that's definitely authentic and real, and we 100% just know, or maybe new with tag, I'm thinking a Gucci shirt, that
would be cool.
That would be cool.
Excuse me, I really want to find a Louis bag. I'm determined.
She's gonna keep it.
No, I mean, even if we find an authentic one, and it's because I know good styles of Louis bags.
She does.
And even if we could find one for like $50, I don't know if they'd market that low at a thrift store, but say we found it at the bins.
For $1.
Literally, and it's in good condition, at least decent, and you can verify right then and there that it's real, because there are obvious signs to a real Louis bag, like
and you've been around so many
item
real
number.
ones and fake ones.
Yeah. But if I could find one of those, like I was saying, even if we had to pay up for it, some of them can go for still thousands of dollars, like, and not all of them, but even some like hundreds, you know, like 200 to 1,000, I would say, for a lot of like most styles, you know, and as long as it's not like ripped to shreds, we'd still be able to do it. So that is one thing I want to find, but if I do find it, I might be very tempted to keep it. So
it'd have to be like an ugly like color or something, or design where you wouldn't like it, but it would sell like crazy.
My eBay fees are horrible. We have over 1,500 items listed. We now pay 25 cents per item. Ugh. What store subscription do you have? I know that's what we were falling into way back when we had about 500 listings. We only had the 250 or like 200, I don't know, whatever the one before premium is. We had that, and so all of the other listings that we had were like relisting at the end of the month, and they were charging us like, I think it was 30 cents an item, because the lower stores you have, the higher fees you pay. And so like, we were getting screwed over. And that's when Duncan came in, and he was like, maybe you should just upgrade to the bigger store. And I was like, I guess
we were like, we don't want to pay more monthly, but now we're just smarter.
Now we're gonna have to pay $100 a month to list on eBay.
But the more you spend, the more you make. That's what we realized the first time when Duncan really pushed us to do that. We were like, we don't want to do that because we don't want to spend more. But we haven't even looked back with the $60
not once. I would never, ever. Gold coins is what I want to find. That would be really cool to find.
That would be cool, some gold. Actually, not. What I really want to find is a locked box and see what's in it. Like a locked box from the bin. It's shaking. You can hear there's stuff in there, hard goods, something, you know, like a safe, like a fireproof box. And then get home, take a crowbar to it, set the camera up, rip it open, and see what's in there. That'd be sketchy almost.
It would be really scary, but it would be cool. But,
I think it would be really cool.
Christy, that is actually a really smart idea. Put in the custom SKU where it's listed, like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, for the platforms you listed on. Because I do have stuff that is not cross-posted. Like there's stuff on Poshmark that I know would not sell on eBay, or it's just not worth it to try and list it, because it's like an
Old Navy.
That, but or like a no-name brand, just like hipster kind of like looking thing. Like that's hard to list on eBay because it's mostly just descriptive words, and like when people are looking up stuff, it's pretty specific. Like I don't know, but whatever. That's really smart. I actually might start doing that. I like that idea a lot. And then just deleting it.
We got to get into the spreadsheets.
Flippin' Turtle says, hey guys.
What up, Flippin' Turtle?
Gotta keep that hustle. As the saying goes, it pays to play, so play more and more will follow. Winky face.
Hey,
Great
I
work.
like that.
I really like that too. Oh, and then I have a question for you two. Have you made enough to be reported by PayPal? And if so, how do you plan to handle your taxes being resellers? Cheers.
I was going to put in the title, no taxes, question marks, but I didn't want to be like that. We'll still answer.
No, we did not make enough to be reported by PayPal, so we are a little unsure. And only because we didn't really prepare, but also I think it would be smarter for us to just kind of start fresh as in 2020 and really be like, all right, so this is our business. This is what we're doing. And we're going to start, like, I shouldn't even say reporting it, but like we're going to really start keeping track of it now, because in 2019, I was working at Famous Footwear, and I did not keep track of anything. Martin was still doing eBay at that point, and so, like, he wasn't keeping track of stuff. And so I just feel like it was almost like a blessing that it was underneath the 20,000, because it was almost like, okay, this is the year you're going to get your life on track now.
Yep.
And I feel like that's kind of where we're at. But if it comes to bite us in the butt and, like, we do have to report it or something, we're obviously not going to just be like, no, I didn't make that money. You know, like, we will. But
we're going to suck up and take whatever's thrown our way. But for right now, we did not prepare well, so we're going to start it now.
Hurry up, I hunger, Duncan says.
Have you been in here the whole time?
Duncan. I know we even said Duncan.
Wow, we're almost at 40 people.
And we're at 40 minutes.
Hey.
I know I need to just Google this, but anyone know a good way to get a mildew smell out? I got these skates. They must have stored somewhere. I honestly would try rice and salt. I know that sounds crazy, but like that's what people will use to get like the stink out of shoes, or just salt or just rice, but I know like it can help absorb. So that would be my recommendation. And you could even probably, like, if you have like essential oils or something, like sprinkle some on the rice and like it'll help absorb the
stink.
Flippin' Turtle, thank you. He says, great answer. Sounds like you guys have a well thought out plan. You're gonna do great.
Thank you. We really appreciate the kind words, because we stress about that sometimes.
It's really hard for us because like I don't want to be a not honest person.
Yeah.
But like
there's
no way, and I know, and that's the thing. It's like there's no way we would be able to pay those taxes back right now. No. And like that's just so bad to say, but like, so now we're seriously like planning ahead. Like, Zach actually, he told us about this probably in like October of last year, maybe even like our September. And I was like, all right, I promise, like by January 1st, like I will have like a separate debit card, separate account and everything for our business expenses, so we can just see it on there.
Because he said he pitched that he wants to do and what we should do, but I don't think he's done it yet either. So he can't be talking to us. But it was to open up a debit card and then only put your like sourcing. You just didn't explain what it was.
Oh well, but, I said work expenses. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't hear the work expense. I thought you just said open up, but like open up a debit card and solely use that for just sourcing and like reselling, and then like even like the gas you use for reselling and stuff, and then just so it's all on one account, so you can actually see it, so you don't actually have to be like writing it down and stuff.
The tough thing is though, is like as nice as that idea is, and like I do want to do it, you still have to keep receipts, you still have to keep track of everything like that, you still have to keep track of like what you actually purchased, because it doesn't actually say on like a debit card statement, it won't show the actual receipt, and that's what like sucks. So
like a lot of the times we pay for something, but it says like DDA credit, and it's like what would that have been, you know, like, but if we spend, if it all was like in there and then it say it was like 52.35, and then we were like, well, what was that? And then we look in our spreadsheet that we'll have hopefully, and it says, oh, sourcing this week, and it's same number, 52.55. We're like, oh yeah, that was the DDDA.
Actually, can I reach it?
What do you need? I can get it.
Hold on, y'all.
What are you looking for?
My receipt book might be upstairs. Well, I have a receipt book. We haven't made it to the bin since I've written in it, so it's all right. But I have a receipt book that it shows. I've clipped in all of our receipts, so it keeps that. And then I've written down like if we paid for gas or if we bought food or anything.
Smart.
So then, because I don't, maybe you guys can, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't need to keep like every receipt, because like you didn't make money off of the food. So like if I don't know. We'll see. Hello, look, Mom.
What up, Mom?
Fabian says, hi, I want to start selling on eBay. Any tips?
Start now. The later you start, the more you're going to regret it.
Start now. Make sure your pictures are good, because even as much as people will say like the listing does count too, like the pictures are what catches the people's eyes. So like if there's hair on the clothes, stains, wrinkles, like
even just
anything.
like if there's too much in the background even too, like if you can't like get like a background, like how like you kind of see ours is with that mannequin, like we take them up against that plain wall, lay them on the ground somewhere, like get just somewhere where it's just only like a solid color background, whether it's like your rug or a hardwood floor or something. Like it's not the best, but to start it, just start it, you know, and then you can always just upgrade later. Like you don't have to have a perfect picture set up right away. Like we didn't have this in the beginning by far. We were taking ground pictures. It took so long to find out the right pictures for us.
Yes, but try to perfect pictures as quick as you can, because that is something, once we did get really good pictures, sales increased immensely.
And titles too.
I was going to say the next important key is like to really do smart titles, and like beforehand I wasn't like including apostrophes in men's and women's. I wasn't, but that's an important one because it's in the Cassini algorithm. I learned this all from Duncan.
Learn about Cassini, actually. That's the best thing we can tell you.
Sorry, there was a big boom downstairs. I didn't mean to make that face. But also, like, it's very important, like, a lot of the times now people are shopping on their phones and the entire eBay title doesn't pop up, so you want to put the keywords like whatever the brand is, if it's men's or women's, the size, and then a small descriptive part of it, and then you can end it with like your keywords like short sleeve gym t-shirt or something like that. But don't put that in the beginning, because then the person can't see the size, they can't see the color, they can't see if it's men or women's. I mean, sometimes it's always obvious, or yeah, sometimes it's obvious, but I can't stop looking at this thing on my cheek. Like, it's
our eBay link is down below as well. So if you do want to check out to see how she does her listings, it is right down below.
Yes.
Martin's Gold.
Keep your mileage driven for business. Yes, I know that too is another one. Which I don't know how I'm gonna track that, but like I've put on at least 20,000 miles just driving to the bins and
like
driving to Connecticut. Yeah, that's actually what can segue into our next segment. We are currently trying to get our lives on track so we can purchase my car.
The least car we have.
I have a leased 2017 Chevy Cruze, and I love it. I literally love it so much, and I'm so sad that, wow, it's really sad that we're going to have to, like, give it away, or not give it away, but, like, turn it in, and my opinion, rather than trying to find, like, a beat-up car for $7,000, save up the $7,000 and just purchase my car out, because at the end of my lease I will have paid the $12,000, and it was like a $19,000 car. So, and my car is new. Like, I've had it since day one. I think there were only like 200 miles on it when I got it, because it was the company card, like, that people borrowed when they were getting their car fixed. So, like, it wasn't used. I have weather techs. I don't want to get rid of those. Let's see what else.
Heated seats, the heated seats, car starter,
but the CarPlay, like my Apple Play, the car starter, like stuff like that, and then the miles. It is so incredibly good on gas mileage.
Lost a long hair on my neck. I could feel it.
We get about 38 miles on the gallon when we're driving in the highway. Nice. Like, we literally we could make it to the bins and back 2 times. Like, if I didn't drive my car from Wednesday when we went to the next Wednesday, we would still be able to make it and back.
Yep.
We made it to Connecticut on 1 gas tank, which is 485 miles away. Like, I just love my car, and I don't want to get rid of it. So we are going to be getting ourselves better financially to purchase the car.
I think that's the righter move too, or the better move, because it would be too hard to like find another car that could do everything that we need, you know. So might as well just buy this one.
Exactly.
And we know it's reliable. We know who the past owners were. Like, it's so it just seems like the right thing to do instead of trading it in.
Yeah, and also like I just $7,000, like, I'm not going to find a car that I want for $7,000 ever. and for it to be that nice on gas. Like, that is just one thing the difference from taking Zach's car, which is a 2019 Ford Fusion, and my car was over double in gas money. Like, it was $200 to take it to Connecticut, where mine was like $60. So it was like, okay.
It's quite ridiculous.
But I guess there is an app that will track your mileage, so that's really cool. I will help someone send me that.
Ooh, text me
I'll
the
send
app.
you a mile tracking sheet. Or that, yeah.
Mile tracking sheet.
Duncan, you can go eat if you want to. It's okay.
Duncan, go eat.
Oh, look, I keep a mileage book in my glove box. I write down the mileage before I leave, then again when I get back, and never lease my car. That is...
I was literally thinking that's what we'd have to do, is get a little notebook and just look at the thing and be like, oh, today's date, 2-3, and then do it 35, blah, blah, blah. And then once we get home,
that's
put a little dash, and then... But I was like, would we really do that? Do people do that? I was like, is that like the easiest thing to do? But then someone said it, and it's like, wow.
I feel like it definitely would be the easiest, and it would, like, I don't know. I literally, since I've been having to worry about, like, trading my car in, have been looking at the miles before we leave, when we get back, when we take a little trip to Walmart. Like, I could probably tell you there's 33,000 miles on my car right now, somewhere in between that. But yeah. Flippin' Turtle says, long hairs get everywhere when living with a woman with long hair. I know.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm always pulling long hairs out of, like, my armpits or something, and it hurts. It's like, I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm like, oh, just, like, pulling it out, like, and it's just, like, rubbing on my skin. It's, like, burning me and cutting me open.
It's a hair. Sometimes when I take my packages to ship, I see my hair on the poly bags from static cling. I actually, same. When we used to do the poly bags and cut them down and everything, like, I would notoriously get my hair in the tape or in something every single time. You try to pull it and then it just rips and then like doesn't actually work. But even now, I at like my job at the mini ship, I'll be taking people's packages up for them, and they'll be like, "Oh no, did I get a hair?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's my hair." So I'm like, "Oh no, ha ha ha, it's me, I shed, sorry." And like, if it's a woman, she'll laugh and be like, "Ah, I get it." But it like, most guys are like, "Oh, I thought it was, oh, I don't know," and I'm like, "Sorry, it's just my hair." But yeah, it gets everywhere.
It blows my mind that your hair just stays when you put the thing around it like that.
Cause like I twist it and then I put it in and then it's held at the bottom.
See, that's what blows my mind. Like I don't understand how up here stays tucked when it.
Because it's twisted.
I get it now, but it still just don't make sense to me.
Goodbye, Flippin' Turtle. He said, "Keep up the hustle. Gotta get back to the hustle."
Peace out. Thanks for coming in. We really appreciated it. Appreciate you.
Buyers get free dog hairs and K-Tina hairs with their order. Yep.
Free fin hair.
Free K-Tina hair if you ever want to do a DNA test. Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Dollar Store and Walmart have them. The little notebooks to write in.
That's yes.
Awesome.
That's cool. Dollar Store is our favorite place to get supplies.
It gets stuck on the tape. If it gets stuck on the tape, it's everywhere. Oh, I know. It's so bad. Like I literally don't even I'll try not to put our stuff on the ground because if I pick it up, it's just covered in my hair, fin hairs. Like it's.
Well, the worst part is when there's two sides to this. So, but they're gonna be quick. Is when her long hair gets stuck on like a piece of tape. So like say there's a tape and you put it down and you're like crap. You see it like sticking halfway out. So then you go to pull it. And it rips at that part, and then there's still the piece stuck under there. That's the worst. Yeah. And then also with Finn, anytime like we're taking pictures or anything or doing anything with our inventory, if we put a shirt on the ground, you pick it up, it's covered, and it's like
so bad. It's like we had a really nice lint roller somewhere.
No, it's in the what's it called? It's either upstairs or in the shipping room.
It's not. That's not the one.
The green one?
That is the one that
the green handle one.
Yes, like it is one that we had, but there's like 5 sheets left on it. I had another one
empty
down here that was full.
We'll just get a new one from Walmart.
Yo, those are really nice ones that your mom bought because of Finn, so they're probably not from Walmart.
We should get the ones that are like not the sheet actually, but like.
No, I hate those.
Really?
Hate them.
I thought you'd like them.
Nope. I waste tape trying to get hair-free tape. Same. Literally same. I will rip off a piece of tape, find all my hair, and I'm like, oh, whatever, and just rip a whole new piece of tape. So get a Roomba. I want a Roomba, but I'm not spending $300 on a Roomba.
Send us a Roomba.
Yes. You have one listed in your store, Cajun?
Drop ship at us.
Hold on, I missed something up here. Oh, Brandon Chavez. That's probably not how you pronounce it. Said, "You guys are awesome."
Thank you.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that.
We appreciate you. Let's see. Martin, what are you doing to get Christina's hairs under your armpit? Right? I know. I was like, I don't know if you've ever pulled it on your armpit. But
no, I swear, like it happened. Like they just get caught up in like our clothes or like
our clothes or towels. That's where I'll be drying myself off after a shower, and then like all these hairs will be on me, and I'm like, ugh.
I know.
Worst. I need to do something on this silly joke. I do the same thing, K-Tina, LOL. It's so bad. That's it, Marty. Cut the bun off. No. I finally got a haircut on Saturday, and I hate it.
Ooh,
oh, no.
I need a haircut, but I'm just resisting it. And it's so bad because I don't wear a hat in church, and my hair's just... Yeah. Like, this is how I look in church, pretty much.
No, it's not. He usually washes his hair.
It literally looks just like this in church, and it bothers me, but I can't wear a hat. I'm not gonna, so.
That is his false judgment, because it never looks that bad in church, because if it did, I would tell him.
It gets too much volume to it. Yeah. It just doesn't.
Let's see. How do you guys store your inventory? In tote bins.
Tote bins.
And just upstairs in an extra bedroom that we have.
We shove as much as we can into a tote bin, and then that's it. Do you want me to grab it, or?
I think it's
kind of heavy
down here.
It's oh yeah, there's 2.
It's covered in clothes.
Yeah, my clothes are on top. I had to dry my clothes, so I used the inventory tote bin to dry my clothes. Oh boy, this is embarrassing. Not really.
So this is is our, I'm gonna fall.
Yeah.
This is our most recent tote bin. But as you can see, it's literally just folded clothes in there, and then I have to go through now and put on a spreadsheet. I have figured it out. No one's gonna tell me otherwise. This is how our inventory system's gonna go. But I'm gonna print labels off of our like Rolo printer, because now we have that. We can just slap a label on. So I'm really excited. But I'm gonna create bins, whatever, like labels, names, and then on an Excel spreadsheet, just put everything into it and just separate them by their bin names and just type everything that we have down into an Excel spreadsheet. But I honestly think that is truthfully our smartest option right now for how many items that we have, because it's not physically possible to hang up 1,000 t-shirts in our little home right now.
We need a long clothing rack. We need a warehouse actually, but
yes.
A long clothing rack would be so nice, because then we could just go from like sizes, you know, or we could go by color, or we could go by men's and women. Oh, it would be so nice to just have clothing racks for days.
It would be so
One
nice.
day.
One day.
We'll have like the Rally Roots warehouse, you know how they have
I
that
don't like it all hung up. That's the thing. So
clothing wise?
Yeah.
Like shirts and hoodies?
Yeah.
You want them in bins?
I want them polybagged. I liked how nice it was to have them
polybags.
polybagged and into bins.
Mm-hmm. I would, yeah, because it saves work like when you're shipping, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like digging through the bins and having to like.
But see, it would be nice because we have so many bins now that we could separate them. You know, like polybags fits, like when stuff is folded nicely and into a polybag, it fits so much neater into the bin. Like,
you're right.
And
you could just dump it out and start just throwing the polybags back in the bin, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do like that. That would be the best for us.
Hanging up would be nice, but like it takes up too much space, and like truthfully, I don't want to go through the time to hang up. Like I hate hanging close up with a
But once it was all already hung up, like by the time we got back from the bins, it would be like a half hour of work, and we could just do that while we're filming the haul.
But we don't have a rack that big.
We don't have a rack. Maybe one day, maybe not.
Cajun says, "What did y'all think of the national anthem and halftime last night?" I thought that the two singers, so I can't remember the first one, but something Anderson and Demi Lovato did very well. I was very, very impressed with like the Star Spangled Banner and the national anthem. Are they the same thing?
No.
I'm pretty sure that whatever two songs were sung first, one of them being the national anthem that Demi Lovato sang. I was very impressed because they were just into the song. They weren't trying to like put their own diva spin on it or anything like Fergie in that one national anthem. But I don't know. It was very nice, like compared to other years that we've seen. And then the halftime show, I mean, like it was a little out there, especially for like
it was too R-rated for us.
Like, but not even just us, like everybody. Like, you know, like that's genuinely the only thing that I've seen so far is people making fun of Shakira doing that turkey thing. And then literally I was listening to a talk show radio this morning, and that's all that they were playing is like a turkey gobble, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I only seen it once from their school.
But,
I mean, I don't see any of like stuff like that really. I only see reselling
but also I don't like it was a good performance, like good energy and stuff, but like just for like a family like Super Bowl, I don't know, it was kind of risque. And like the stripper pole, was that really necessary? Like, I mean, I know she had made that whole like stripper movie.
And who were the two random Spanish guys? Like,
and why did Shakira start singing Cardi B's song? They should have just had Cardi B there if that's what they wanted. Like,
I mean, I believe she was probably at the Super Bowl.
Oh, she was.
So I wonder how she thought.
Right? How she's
like, that's my song. I mean, she obviously knew. Like I said, she probably got a check for that.
She probably just got to be there. That was her. But other than that, like, I don't know. We didn't really grow up in the time that like J-Lo and Shakira, like when they were making music. Like, I mean, I actually knew a lot more Shakira songs than I thought, but like I didn't know any of J-Lo songs. I know the one Jenny on the Block song because I've just heard like memes of that song before, you know. I'm still Jenny from the Block. Yeah, but like
my dad used to listen to all that music, and I don't know what it is. The only one I know is Hips Don't Lie.
I know.
She was waiting the whole time for it.
I'm not going to lie. I genuinely thoroughly enjoyed Shakira's performance, except for her turkey thing and the, like, I think it was Bad Bunny or someone the other Hispanic man that came out.
That's his name, Bad Bunny?
Yeah. or like Bee Bunny. It's really odd. But anyways, in short, like it was a good entertainment thing, but like for family wise, it just wasn't very tasteful. But also I saw something that was like, we need to tell the 2020 like parents to calm down. Like they thought that performance was like inappropriate. Y'all, I saw Janet Jackson's boob as a child and I turned out fine or something. And I was like, yeah, but that was a mistake. It wasn't like the whole performance was supposed to be around that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really happy. My mom made a good point that like Demi Lovato did a beautiful performance and she's not going to get hate about it, hopefully, because she's a very like sensitive person when it comes to those things. And
Don't
like
be talking smack about Demi Lovato. It might
Demi
get back
Lovato.
to her.
I love Demi Lovato.
No,
I'm just saying, like that is because like like the
Yeah.
national anthem at the Super Bowl is like the biggest thing, you know, and people get hated on for their performances, and I think she did a really good job. So, anyways, that very long answer to that question. We do throw our inventory everywhere, Duncan, but it is a organized mess.
It's an organized hot mess.
The cheerleaders on the field wear way less clothing. I honestly forget that cheerleaders exist until like I'm actually at a sporting event. So like you're right. They probably do wear less.
That's kind of cool that they don't show that on the TV too, though. You know, like segments of the cheerleaders like dancing and stuff.
It's the stupidest part of. I'm sorry, I was never a cheerleader, but like that to me, like when I'm going to go watch a football game and I have to watch like the 6 jazz dancers come out to go like dance. At least like at college football, you know, like they'll do that, and I'm like, what does this have to do? But hello, Commonwealth Picker.
What up?
Very nice to see you in here.
Thanks for coming in.
Let's see. Yeah, in living color, the Fly Girls. LOL. In living. Oh yeah, someone said yeah. I remember watching J-Lo on In Living Color. I think my mom said that was the only thing she knows. Janet Jackson's wasn't planned. That's what I was saying. Like, her thing was not a purposeful thing. So that's
you never know. Maybe she wanted to be the talk of
Justin Timberlake accidentally like exposed her. I'm pretty sure. Like she was. I think.
I never seen it, so.
I don't know. I've never seen it either, but I saw something the other day that was like something about Justin Timberlake exposing Janet Jackson's boobs. So I imagined it was like for that.
Do they always split it with 2 people?
No.
Oh, really?
Like Beyonce was alone.
Was Katy Perry alone?
Mm-hmm.
She had the Sharks. That's all I remember.
I know. Beyonce. If you guys remember Beyonce's performance, that was the best one ever. She shut the whole place down, lost power and everything for like I think it was 32 minutes exactly. But
I somewhat like remember, but I don't remember it.
The whole arena or whole stadium.
That's what I don't remember. Yeah, like I know she was there. Obviously I don't remember the performance, but like I remember something about like something happening afterwards, and it was like, yo, we gotta wait now. Like they just played more commercials. Like
yeah. Cheerleaders are they're for the guys. I like the baton twirlers when they do fire. That's true. But then Danny May says, "Why just the guys?"
Don't dig yourself in that hole, Cajun.
I know.
We've been there. It's not good. It's not easy to get out.
No, but I used to love the baton twirling. I thought it was so cool. Guys, the eye is
I was gonna say the other eye just popped up.
Oh yeah. I don't think it was an accident. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you should go see it, Martin.
No. She's not gonna like you forever now. I'm just kidding.
I plead the 5th, Cajun says.
Perfect. What does that mean?
The 5th is the
freedom of speech.
No, it means to like not say anything.
So
I forget what the 5th Amendment is. I think that's what it means. You have the right to. Oh yeah, you have the right to not
say anything unless you have a lawyer or something.
Yeah. Amy says, "Hey YouTube, bin questions. When you wash stuff, do you avoid fragrant detergent?" I did not before someone made a comment to me that, or someone messaged us on an item and asked us if it was a strong scented perfume or something, if we washed it with a strong fragrant, and I was like, crap, our stuff's from the dollar store, so it's probably like the cheapest cheap that you get of like detergent and like bad dyes and stuff, you know. So now if we do wash it, I'll make sure that like we don't use fabric softener or like literally just hot water, or we just don't wash it if it's not that dirty looking. But no. I will steam it.
I've been doing all the washing the past couple weeks, and I use laundry detergent. You never told me not to.
Oh, sorry. Why are you so upset?
I'm not. I was just.
Nope.
Well, I was waiting for you to finish because I didn't want to cut you off, but I just did a load of Bins clothes, and I used.
All right, well, it's okay.
I was unaware as well.
No one is ever like upset about it. So,
We
but
only-
that is something that you could pay attention to, though, or like, because I don't want to.
I'll start doing that. Yeah.
I don't want to ever spend more money on detergent, like, or even, you know what I mean? Like, that's why we would buy the dollar store stuff, because it literally, like, I would just clean it to make sure it was clean. You know, like, we never have too many dirty items, but
I do want to add, we usually try to pick clothes that don't smell bad or aren't dirty. So when we get home, if they look like they need a washing, then we will do a washing. But for the most part, a lot of the stuff we just throw into inventory and then list it, and then.
But I really want to get back away from that, because truthfully, the Bins is gross, and like it really should be washed, and
we just gotta delegate more of our time then, because it just takes a lot to like wash. We used to go to the laundry mat.
That was
That was like the best thing to do, is go to the laundromat with all the clothes, because they have big washers, many washers and stuff, but it's expensive just to wash them.
Yeah.
So we have our own washer and dryer. But man, I do 2 loads a day just of our clothes, and it takes me all day. I couldn't imagine washing a whole Bins haul. That would take me like 3 days to get done.
Well, yes.
But if I did it in segments, you know, like I
Yeah.
would do it like that, you know, like.
Yeah, I know. But what is the most y'all have ever spent at the Bins? $80-some.
Like 87,
I think it was. Let's see. Good to know. I love my Tide, but you know how some people are. That's the thing. Like, literally, like, and that's also why I want to start washing the stuff from the Bins. Literally, even if it's not like actual washing, but just soaking in hot water to like kill the germs. But also, like, it sits in bins with like fragrant clothes, and a lot of the times, like, the clothes will smell like other stuff. So.
Question for you from me now. And you guys might want to hear this. Should I only do like? Should I not put laundry detergent or anything in the washer?
Soap, but
What's
not
soap? Is that like the clear stuff?
Yeah,
okay.
Not the fabric softener, because that's what gives it like the really good smell.
Really?
You know? Yeah. But also hot water. I don't know if you do.
Yeah, I do it on hot water.
Yeah.
Well, I do medium, because there's like, well, I do. I think our new one has like hot or something, but I do like the second one down, because the one time I opened it and like it literally like steamed in my face. I was like, oh gosh. And then you told me that hot water shrinks clothes, so I was washing cold for like 2 days, and then you were like, well, this still has to be hot so it kills the germs. I was like, it's good. I don't want to. So I'm doing like not fully hot, so I don't shrink our clothes.
I'm gonna have to give him a whole laundry load.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm the only one doing the laundry. I don't know how to do the laundry.
Morgan says, I may have missed it, but what platforms do you use? Also, I totally go to the same Bins as you. I was hoping to see you guys this past weekend. Would have been cool to meet. That would have been crazy.
We go on the weekdays.
We go Wednesdays. We will be there We will be there this Wednesday.
Early. We try to go.
Yes. So if you want to come then, but you might be working, I know. But we sell on mostly only Poshmark is our other platform. We do have some sales that filter through Amazon because we have books on there. And then also I'm going to try to get more listings up on Mercari, because I think they're all inactive now. Well, I think besides eBay, like is right.
Well, I was going to say, so eBay and Poshmark mainly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sun detergent is cheaper than some, but can make some break out. I don't know what we use from the dollar store, but
well, we don't use dollar store detergent for our own clothes.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, not for our
and that's what I've been using for the Bins clothes, is just a little bit of our stuff. So I'll just stop using our detergent and a little bit of the fabric softener from the Goodwill or from Dollar Tree, or should I just use ours?
Just don't even use fabric softener.
Or I mean soap.
Don't know, because the soap the soap that his mom gets us is like clear of dyes and scents, so it's good. But the one that we have from the dollar store is like blue and with
it shouldn't use that. Yeah. I'm learning, guys.
How do you get permanent marker off the clothes tag in clothes? I don't.
I list tag like this thing.
Yeah, I list it. Well, I'll take a picture of it and list it, because I didn't even know you could remove it. I mean, maybe like baking soda would be my only thought, but
I saw something today actually on like a video. It was like a 5-minute craft video or something, and somebody took a lemon with a Q-tip and got Sharpie off a shirt It was like one of those stupid Instagram videos where like someone's writing and they're just like, oh, and then they draw on their shirt and they're like, what to do, you know, question mark, and then they took it off and they had a lemon. So maybe try a lemon.
Maybe lemon.
I don't want you to
Hello,
ruin
Matt
shirt,
Coins. Very nice.
What
to
up,
see
Matt
you.
Coins? How's it going?
But yeah, I have answered too many questions.
I know. I think we might have to wrap this up. Hour and 9 minutes. We had a really good time.
Yes.
Thank you guys for hanging out. We still got 37 people in here. Feel kind of bad wrapping it up on you guys. Usually we end it once there's a drop coming and we know that other people are sick of this live stream.
That's okay. Alcohol, Christy says.
Mm.
Do you mean like rubbing alcohol or like drinking alcohol?
Get some vodka.
Yeah.
All right. We love you guys.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out for an hour. We really we can't explain how blessed we are to have these opportunities to be able to do this stuff and to be able to talk to you guys, answer your questions. We love it. So we don't know when we're going to live stream next on this channel. You can catch us tomorrow on on Christina X Martin's live shows. I don't even know what the channel name is. KXM channel. That's what we call it. It's our second channel. But we love you guys.
Real quickly, Matt, congratulations on your nephew. He says got a nephew now.
Hey!
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Right. I hope you really meant that.
All right. Good night, guys. We love you.
Peace.
Crush it. Hustle hard and stay positive.
Have a great night, everyone.
Peace.
Thank you to all of our new friends.